Hi, this is Majin, and here's some comic reviews for you. We have Batman Eternal, Axis, Thor, Avengers, and Spider-Man. Now, this issue here reveals the one person who's behind everything so far, and I'm not going to reveal it, so don't worry about that. This issue actually wasn't too bad overall. It gives you a nice little closure to this part of the story, and it's kind of like, think of it as a reset point in that, your story is going high octane, it stops, and then it's going to switch to another direction, and that's what I mean by a reset. It's like getting your bearings together, so this way you can continue, and that's, overall, I think Snyder did a really great job with that. The art's okay. It's pretty decent at times, and at other times it's just kind of like, it's alright. Overall, I was kind of surprised but not surprised at the ending, but we'll see how everything's going to play out with that. Okay, Axis number 7. What is this? The New World Disorder, book 3. Now, what we have here is basically the reformed villains, who are now heroes, are attacking the XMen and the Apocalypse. So this way they can stop the gene bomb. And the X-Men are kind of like, well, we were kind of like tolerant with you before and we gave you like held back, but not this time. But it doesn't look like anything really changes except for Sabretooth really getting blasted pretty hard. But overall, I mean, that's not even the crucial fight there. The whole big thing is basically between also Apocalypse and Deadpool. And while all of this is going on here, you have the evil Avengers who are basically just sitting on the sideline watching, and they are pretty much all in agreement that all of these characters just need to get killed. So I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to work out, because so far, at least in this book, they're making no attempt at resetting anything. So that's kind of like surprising, but my guess is this thing's going to come to a rapid conclusion. Overall, I thought it was a decent book. The story, art were both decent. There could have been better fight here. This fight was okay, but the better fight right here. But it is what it is. Thor number 3. This was a great issue. The art was fantastic. I love the facial expressions. And just the ice, the artwork, it was just fantastic. I love, like, even the hair. This is just freaking creepy how he has Thor's arm resting on his shoulders, and it's just overall top notch, really really well done. Technically, this should have been my good book of the week, but I had to give it to Archie. And the storyline, it's decent. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to play out. And this was Aaron did a fantastic job. And basically what's going on is you have the deal with Malekith, the female Thor, and the Storm Giants. I'm sorry, the Frost Giants, and then dealing with Roxanne. And then a surprise character comes at the end, and it's just basically a nice little mess that all these characters are in. And basically the Frost Giants are a little annoyed with the agreement they have with the Dark Elf. And overall, I mean, this is going to, I think when fists start flying, it's going to be a throwdown. Avengers 39. This is basically the issue that we were hoping was going to be leading up to the big battles. And it's basically this big game of chess where you have Reed against Steve Rogers. They're both manipulating the playing field, so this way they can, basically either try to escape or try to capture them. And overall, I was hoping that the fight would have been better. There's not enough pages devoted towards that, which is a shame. But everything else around it is really good. I really enjoyed it. The art was good. I thought there's some really good moments with Miss Marvel and the Hulk. And you have Captain Britain just cleaving everything with his mighty sword, and there's some really, really strong moments throughout the whole thing. I won't spoil it, but the ending is what made me go, what the heck is about to happen? Things are just going to go crazy. So overall, I enjoyed it, but it's not, even though I'm saying a lot of good things down here, I don't think this is like a strong issue, like if you were to look at this book on its own. But if you look at it in the grand scheme of what the storyline is, I think it fits in quite nicely. Amazing Spider-Man number 11. Great fight between Otto and Peter. And this actually is taking a really interesting turn. And I love the werewolf Spider-Man. I want a whole series just on this. Overall, see, I don't even know where to go with this, because it's basically spiders are getting killed. You know, the villains are just raining havoc. There's a really cool part where they go to the animated world to try to capture that, or not capture, but bring in that Spider-Man. And you really wonder, like, things are really looking dark for the spiders. And you wonder how that they're going to piece everything together. And overall, this has just been a solid read. This is definitely tradable, I think, so far. At least the core story is. And I'm really enjoying it. I just wish that this came out a little bit more often. But overall, good. Dan Slott's doing a great job. His run on Spider-Man has just been really, really solid. So anyways, these are the reviews for the week. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Like, share, and let me know what you guys picked up, what you guys enjoyed. And we'll have more stuff later. So until next time.